Alright, so we're going to learn how to stain a cheek cell and use a microscope. So first what you'll need is a slide, cover slip, distilled water, methylene blue dye, a dropper, a paper towel, and a toothpick. Step one, we're going to put our gloves on because blue dye is toxic, the methylene blue dye. And we're going to clean the slide, which is right here. And we're going to use a towel like this to clean off like the lint, but first you're just going to run it underwater. Use a normal paper towel, but then use this right here to clean off like the dirt and lint that might be on there again. And we're going to place one small drop of the distilled water using the dropper onto the middle of the slide, and the less the better. Next we're going to use a toothpick, and we're going to scrape off cells from the inside of our cheek by rubbing the toothpick around. And then we're going to take that toothpick with the cells on it and put it into the water on that slide. You just rub it around in there, and then the cells should go into the water. Next we're going to take the cover slip, which is this little thing right here. I don't know if you can see that. Right there, that thing, that's red. And we're going to place that at an angle onto the objective, and we're going to lower it down. And we got to make sure there's no air bubbles in there, so you're going to lower it down, then just press it down a little bit, and a little water should come out, but that's what it's supposed to do. We're going to add one drop of the methylene blue dye, just a little bit. I think this is too much right there on the picture. We're just going to put it right on the cover slip, and it will stain the cells blue. You're going to wait 1 minute, because that's how long it takes for it to absorb into the cells. And we're going to take a paper towel, and you're just going to put it on the edge of the cover slip that's on the slide, and it should suck out the excess blue dye and water. And then you're just going to keep doing this until it's pretty dry, and it should look like that. And then once it looks somewhat like this and there's no like excess water or whatnot, then it should be ready to observe under a microscope. Alright, so onto the microscope part. Just some little tips. You got to make sure that the cord is out of the way so you don't trip over it. Don't touch the glass of the eyepiece on the microscope because it could damage it pretty easily. Handle it with care and always start out in a low power objective. So the first step we're going to do, we're going to gently take the specimen to the microscope, and you're going to place it on the stage, which is right here, of the microscope, and center it under the light right there. And it goes right here and projects up into the microscope. You see that? And we're going to put the cell part of it right on that circle right there, right here. And we're going to use the stage clips, which are right there, right here, to secure the slide onto the stage. We're going to use the low power objective lens first and line the specimen up with the tube. So it should be right here. That's where the cells on the slip should be. And this is a low power objective. It's just not up correctly right there. We're going to use that one first. And we're going to focus with the coarse adjustment knob, which is right here. And that'll make it so it adjusts like the focus, and you'll be able to determine when you're looking through the eyepiece what's focused and what's not focused. And using the diaphragm, you can't see it because my head is in the way, but there's this little knob right under here, and you can slide it to adjust the light that goes through, and 2 is usually a good setting. If it needs to go higher or lower, then you can observe it and see what works best. But we're going to observe through the eyepiece and the ocular lens. And this is what the low power cell looked like under the microscope. You can see all the different cells right here, the blue things. Alright, now we're going to switch to the next adjustment knob, which is the medium power lens, and that's right here. We're going to do that by carefully rotating the nose piece, which is right here. You just spin that around and it spins the objectives. And this time we're going to focus using the small coarse adjustment knob. Alright. And this is what the medium power cell looks like. As you can see, it's way more focused, more clear, and we're starting to get more clear results in the cells. For the next one, we're going to use the high power objective. Again, we're going to adjust the nose piece to get it to the high power objective right here. We're going to slide it like clockwise, I think. It doesn't matter. But one thing you need to know is that you need to take care you need to make sure that the stage is low when you move it so it doesn't scrape it when it hits it, because this one is way longer than the others. And you can't adjust the coarse knobs in any high power setting. You'll get lost and your objective will become very out of focus. This is what the high power cell looks like. So post observation, this is the ocular lens and eyepiece right here. And that's what you look through to observe your objective. And when you're finished viewing the slide, switch it to low power before removing the slide from the platform. Just lower the slide down. And this helps keep the objective from being scratched. This is the base of the microscope. This is the arm right here. And this is what you wrap the cord around when you're done. Like so. And this is the on-off switch right here. And yeah,